Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Izzat bin Saidin. My metric number is 056062. Today, our group would like to share about HRM implementation in Tenaga Nasional Berhad TNB company. Okay, now we proceed to my first part, which is background of the company. The electricity supply department was established under the Electricity Supply Act 447 on 1st September 1990 as a regulatory body for the electricity supply industry when the Lembaga Elektrik Negara (LLN) was privatized into Tenaga Nasional Berhad (TNB). Tenaga Nasional Berhad (TNB) is the largest electric utility company in Malaysia with asset worth 60 billion ringgit Malaysia and serve over 6 million customers throughout the peninsula and Sabah. TNB core activities are the generation, transmission and distribution electricity. Today, Tenaga Nasional Berhad TNB has a complete electricity supply system including the national grid, customer service center, call management center and administrative officer throughout Peninsula Malaysia and Sabah. Tenaga Nasional Berhad through its subsidiaries is also involved in the manufacture of transformers, high voltage appliances and cables, provides professional consulting services, architecture, civils and electrical engineering services and more. Okay, next I will share about HR planning in Tenaga Nasional Berhad TNB company. In general, we know that any organization's human resource department has a wide range of function and obligation. One of them is that the human resource department should be savvy when it comes to recruiting and selecting great employees, as well as developing and evaluating each employee and rewarding executive and their own staff. However, Tenaga Nasional Berhad TNB has a certain plans for the future in the Human Resource Department, according to Mr. Daniel Aiman statement during his interview with our group. According to Mr. Daniel Aiman, one of the Tenaga Nasional Berhad TNB organization's future human resource strategies is to construct a headquarters in each state. This is due to the fact that it will make it easier to recruit and select employees to be incorporated into the company. For information, Tenaga Nasional Berhad TNB only has one headquarters in Bangsa, Kuala Lumpur. This is because of the numerous procedures that the participant will go through. It is tough to select staff or employees. So, for example, after an interview with a HR officer in Tenaga Nasional Berhad Johor, the participant will be transferred to the Tenaga Nasional Berhad TNB headquarters in Bangsa, Kuala Lumpur for the following tests. Furthermore, the Human Resource Department of Tenaga Nasional Berhad TNB has a future intention to give skill upgrading programs to future employees. This is because, according to Mr. Daniel Aiman, adding technical program and additional training for new personnel will help to strengthen the skills of employees in many departments. This also eliminates employees who only have one expertise per unit. Tenaga Nasional Berhad TNB employees that have only one expertise will have a negative impact on the company's reputation in the event of an electrical disaster. Okay, so for the next part, I would like to call Aiman Najmuddin bin Rogaizat as a second presenter to continue our presentation. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. My name is Aiman Najmuddin bin Rogaizat. My metric number is 056783. So now I will move on to the recruitment and selecting in Tenaga Nasional Berhad. That has been shared by Mr. Daniel Aiman, an Executive Manager in Human Resources Department of Tenaga Nasional Berhad branch in Langkawi Island. First of all, he shared that the recruitment and selecting process has faced significant changes since the COVID-19 outbreak hit the world. In this part, he shared that both process before the pandemic and after the pandemic hit. Before the pandemic, he said that most of the employees were postgraduate from University Tenaga Nasional, a government-linked university that has been granted with scholarship. In their scholarship contract, they state that they must become employee of TNB for 7 years after graduating if they manage to achieve the minimum result and requirement. This bond between the postgraduate and the scholarship contract helped Tenaga Nasional Berhad in recruitment and selecting of new employee. For some job require specific skill, Mr. Aiman, Mr. Daniel said that the applicant need to go through some particular classes and session to master the job. Next, we move on to the new norm of recruiting and selecting in TNB after the pandemic outbreak. Mr. Daniel Aiman stated that most applicants are going through telephonic screening interview. He mentioned that this is like a gamble because they cannot evaluate the candidate at the maximum point. So the applicant might given 6-month contract and will be extended or accept if they reach the standard that TNB has set in the KPI. Okay, now we move on to the induction. Referring to Mr. Daniel, TNB implement induction in all job and department. Neither management job in the office nor sales job will be exposed to induction. Induction can be said as a crucial phase for the new staff to adapt to the new environment of workplace. The better the adaptation, the better the quality of work will be. Okay, I think that's all from me. I will pass the next part to the next presenter. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Danish Umair bin Hamizat. My metric number is 056495. Okay, today I want to talk about TNB company, about training, development and personal appraisal management. Okay, we go to the first part, which is training. Yesterday, Mr. Daniel Aiman explained that before getting a permanent job, new staff must be exposed to a new environment, which is a TNB environment, such as orientation and other things. If it's the work for specialist training, such as judgment work, special class and criteria will be required for the certificate. Not everyone is capable of doing so. Aside from that, the hazardous construction is taking place near the water dam. There are some elements that require special skills and not everyone is capable of doing them. Only special training is available. So, we go to the next part, which is development. Development usually monitored by supervisor or all staff to develop the new workers go to the next level, like I said before, such as judgment. And development also more to surrounding workers at there and to control the internal workers is okay. And then if it's TNB a government, no, TNB is a company became a private company fully owned by the government. Okay, so we go to the last part, which performance and appraisal management. In TNB, they measure their performance based on KPI, which is divided to 4 parts, which is financial, customer, learning growth, and internal process. TNB also emphasize their workers more to holistic and give them bonus based on money and stock. Why stock? Because they are one added value for the workers. Other than that, if some of their staff doing a good things, they will spread the good news because they have 7 staff handle eternal news, and they also concerns more to motivated their workers. And lastly, I want to give some fact, which is till 2013 TNB have 34,000 900 workers. Other than that, TNB is also one of the best place to work because of its long tradition of providing a steady and secure career. The chairman also said, once you join us, it's like becoming a part of a family. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muizzuddin bin Marzuki. My matrix number is 054877. For my part on this video presentation, there is 3 human resource management implementation at Tenaga Nasional Berhad. First, payment system and benefits management. TNB set up a portal that is really focused on payment system and benefits management. So anything related to payments such as salary, overtime claim and leave, all of these are in one portal, which is called Employee Self-Service ESS portal. Next, for the executives, with the payment system in TNB, it is based on grade and based on year of service. For example, there is a new employee that enters TNB companies with the lowest grade, which is E12, with a certain basic skills. So if we compare the new worker with the old workers who have the same grade and the same basic skill that has worked for a long time in TNB, it is certain that the old worker will have a higher salary due to annual salary increase. In terms of benefits, TNB now has TNB Healthcare that will take care of the welfare of the employees' medical. Before TNB Healthcare was founded, TNB outsourced this benefits management from another company. But after a research by TNB companies, they discovered that they had too many TNB's employees. There is around 36,000 employees. So it would be better if TNB setting up their own TNB Healthcare compared to outsource from another company. Yet in terms of costs, they are the same. So it is better for TNB companies to create TNB Healthcare, which means the revenue will go to the company itself. Second, safety and health. As a worker in TNB, safety and health of the workers are one of the prioritized from the company itself. A portal that has been sent out by TNB is a brilliant strategy for the safety and health for the workers in TNB. For example, if the meter reader was going to someone's house to do his job, but there is a dog around the street that blocking his way, so he can report the matter to the portal, such as taking a picture of the problem, and this will be the evidence why he cannot finish his job. Besides that, TNB create training and programs for their workers. Creating a training and program is important because it represents a good opportunity for employees to grow their knowledge base and improve their skills to become more effective in the workplace or even when they have an emergency while working. Other than that, TNB employees are given awareness on the problems that they would have in doing their jobs. For example, if there is a worker who is bitten by a dog, he will alert the others by sharing it through social media. TNB provides enough equipment for their workers so that they can work in safe environment. As we know, every work has its own risk, but the risk can be reduced by working in a safe condition as well as having well-prepared equipment. In this COVID-19 pandemic, TNB has another portal where the worker has to report where they are, whether they are vaccinated and taken booster, because TNB need to know about their employees' health in this COVID-19 pandemic. Last but not least, disciplinary system. When disciplinary action or rules in a workplace are clear and transparent, when they are enforced in a consistent manner, and when they apply equally to every employee, employees clearly know where they are supposed to behave and where exactly they stand. In TNB, depending on the severity of the case, a disciplinary action can take different form, including a verbal warning, a written warning, poor performance review, a reduction in pay, or termination. Actions usually will not be taken directly or punished. It is up to the boss discretion, such as giving verbal warning first, and depends on the severity of the case. But if an offense is committed again, then punishment will be given to the employees. It is a rare case to terminate a worker because TNB is a government-linked company, GLC, unless the case is a serious case. TNB has integrity department whereby integrity or disciplinary offences will be acted upon if proved guilty, but it will be discussed first before action is taken. When there is an internal problem, TNB will have a disciplinary investigation with their own committee, and the action will be taken depends on the severity of the case. TNB usually do not share what happened in the company to the public. The reason is because it is an internal problem and they do not want to damage the company's name. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nazren Hafiz bin Mohamad Nasrom, and my metric number is 056131. Okay, so my part is about the industrial and employment relations. As I made my studies, the industrial and employment relations are kind of studies that are related in our workplace areas. So we should know there are differences between the industrial and employment relations. Okay, so as you know, industrial relations is to focusing on the relationship between the employer and also between the employees in workplace. So meanwhile, the employee relations are related to the management of work that involves the individual that exists in our workplace. In my conclusion, we can conclude the human resource management or HRM is kind of efficient and effective method for us to manage a group of people in an organization or in a company. Okay, so by practices the studies of human resource management, we can gain an advantage in our business or in an organization, because it is a way to improve the employee performance and productivities. This human resource management or HRM is designated for us to maximize the employee performance in their services. So as we maximize their performance in an organization can attain or achieve their goals in future. That's all from us. Thank you.